All right, let's go to section 4 now, the product and quotient rule. So we're starting to build our formulas and our rules up for taking derivatives. Again, remember, the idea here is that we no longer have to use the limit, but we're going to be able to do some more complicated functions. So the product and quotient rules. Okay, everything we've seen up to this point have been straightforward. I mean, they've done what we expected them to do. Here are two rules, the product and quotient rule, that really act a lot different than you would normally think. So let's take a look at this first rule. It says that, this is the product rule, the derivative with respect to x of some function f of x times some function g of x is equal to the derivative of the f function, so you figure out what the derivative of f is, times the g function without taking the derivative of g, plus the derivative of the g function times the f function without taking the derivative of f. So another way to write this is that the product rule says that the derivative of f times g is equal to f prime g plus g prime f. So derivative of the first one times the second one plus derivative of the second one times the first one. What you would normally expect to see is, I mean, what your instinct might tell you is that if I'm taking the derivative of a product, then all I have to do is take the derivative of each one and then multiply the two answers together. But that is not the case. The product rule, you must follow this formula to get the correct answer. The same thing happens with the quotient. If you're taking the derivative of some function f of x divided by g of x, then the answer is the derivative of f. Okay, take that derivative and then multiply it times the g function without the derivative. Subtract from that the derivative of the g function times f without taking the derivative of f. Then divide the whole thing by the g function, no derivative here, just the g function, squared. Now, another way I could have said that is the derivative of f over g is equal to f prime g minus g prime f all over g squared. So the formula is very complicated for quotient rule. There's a lot of things you have to pay attention to. But there is some little similarity between the product and quotient. Notice that I've got f prime g plus g prime f, and over here I've got f prime g minus g prime f. So the product rule, this part, if you can remember this, then all you have to remember is for the quotient rule, it's the same formula except subtraction between the two. And then you need to remember that you have to divide the whole thing by g squared. So we'll do plenty and plenty of problems with this in class.